What up, what up? You are now rocking and listening to the chat room. It's your girl, your host, MsChloeChantel. And y'all, I have some sexy individuals in the studio with me, and I'm super excited for this show. We're going to be talking about fitness, how to keep and maintain that perfect body. I struggle with this. I know a lot of my girls, they struggle with this too, so they've been dying for me to do a topic on this. And we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get real. We're gonna get real on how to burn that fat and get in that bikini for next summer. Y'all already know what to do. If you're listening, go ahead, tell your friends, your family members to go ahead and tune in to hmsnetradio.org. Get connected. Go ahead, follow the chat room on Instagram at the.chat.room. Join in on the conversation. Leave comments, questions, concerns, opinions. Let me know if y'all feel what my guests are saying today. If they speaking that real or not, I'll comment back. Fellas, y'all ready? Y'all ready to get into this?
For sure. Let's go.
For sure. Q, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about you, what you do, all that good stuff.
What's going on? As she already mentioned, this is Q with Do-Set Fitness. I've been training like 2 years now, and I love it. This is my passion, and I feel like in order for you to be fit, you got to enjoy working out, period. You just can't come into a workout and you just like with the wrong attitude, with the negative attitude. The most important thing, you got to change up those eating habits. That's really what you need to do in order to maintain that perfect body. You got to cause a calorie deficiency.
Calorie deficiency.
That's what you want to do.
We'll get into that. That's bigger. It sounds like something hard.
No, it's not at all. You just want to eat less calories and burn more. Burn more calories than you eat, period.
That sounds like a lot. Rod, tell us a little bit about you, what you do.
Hey, this is Rod. You follow me on Instagram, AdvocateRod. All right. Well, I pretty much focus on the sports side, the speed training and things of that nature. But like you said, it's about your eating habits and everything like that. I say when you're working out in the fitness world, it's 80% diet, 20% working out. So
I technically don't have to work out.
No.
If I eat right, I'm good.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all about being healthy. That's all it's about,
Okay. Corey?
A little something helps, though.
A little something helps.
Yeah.
This is Corey, a.k.a. CP the Trainer, Fitness University, Core Concepts. I've been a trainer for about 11 years now. So I've been kind of all over the field, working with special populations, people with disabilities, all the way up to elite athletes. Work with some NFL players, collegiate athletes. So right now I do a lot of training, but I do a lot of training trainers because it's a lot of IG flexing going on nowadays. You got people who might do some cute push-ups on IG, but they don't really have a background. So I take it as my duty to educate them and make sure that they educating the population the right way. So
nice. So with me bringing y'all on the show, that means I get a free workout from each and every one of y'all, right?
We'll talk about
that. So let's all of you mentioned eating, and I know that's usually the hardest part of losing weight, getting right. What's a perfect meal for the day? Like, what's the perfect meals if we're trying to lose weight for ladies? Let's start with ladies.
Well, me personally, I don't necessarily believe in diets. I think they're short term. A lot of people go in and they say, well, I'm going to eat, I'm going to drink juice for a month straight. I mean, that only lasts for so long. The most important thing is being realistic and trying to find, like, eating habits that you could kind of transition. So, for example, if you eat fast food every day, I'm not going to say, well, you're going to start working out with me. Today, we're going to eat all vegetables. If you eat fast food 7 times a day, I want to kind of wean you off of eating fast food. So instead of eating it 7 times a day, let's start eating it 5 times a day and add like healthy meals. So once you adapt to that, let's go for 3 days. Let's try a day where you don't eat any meat. You might just, do all vegetables. Get you down to 1 day. After a while, you're just going to start to slowly adapt and change your eating habits. And once you really start to eat clean, as they say, you don't really have the desire to eat some of those things. And if you do, I mean, it's okay. People slip up. But just make sure that you get back on track and you do it gradually. Because anytime, from my experience, when you do something extreme, you always relapse. And weight gain has one of the highest relapse rates. So you really have to make sure that you're being gradual and not trying to do anything too extreme.
Can you go to a fast food restaurant and order something healthy?
Not likely.
Yeah, it's not likely. I mean, usually
McDonald's
when you
sells
go
salads.
Chipotle is not healthy.
You know what?
It's really good.
I feel like I just had my Kanye moment. Chipotle is not healthy.
It's funny that you said that because I had a trainer back in the day, and one of his cheat meals was Chipotle. He was just like, you could go to Chipotle and get a salad. And I used to always do that because it's just like, it's Chipotle. And if you're okaying me to eat Chipotle, yes, I'm going to go to Chipotle.
Well, really, you just got to look at those calories at Chipotle. I want to say, like, for sure, a burrito is like 1,000 calories. So if you're on a 1,200 calorie diet, that's not. You pretty much eating all your calories at Chipotle at that one sitting.
You're done for the day.
Right, that's it. So you kind of want to stay away from fast food. You really want to cook at home.
So how often should you eat a day? Because me and Q were talking earlier, and I'm going to be honest, I eat once a day. I'm so busy, and I eat once a day. And sometimes it'll mostly be a salad or a sandwich or something slight. But I know that's horrible.
Right.
Kind of want to eat 5 to 6 times a day with like 2 or 3 snacks.
I feel like if I eat that much, I'm
proportions.
a pig.
Proportion-wise, you got to proportion
proportional.
So it's a bit like 5 small meals a day. That's all. You know, get your breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Period. You get your small snack in between breakfast and lunch, a snack after lunch, and then your dinner. You know, that's all you need to do. I mean, it's hard to do, of course, but you know. Like Corey said, you know, you have to gradually get into the swing of things. You have to gradually make a routine for yourself.
What's a good breakfast? Do you guys really wake up early and cook breakfast every morning?
No, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't. I probably drink a protein shake and I'm out the door. That's me eating breakfast. But I mean, breakfast, you can have you like 2 eggs. Let's say some turkey bacon, maybe a toast just to give you a little carbs, to give you a little energy to get out the door.
What about you guys?
Yeah, I tend to take meal replacement shakes or protein shakes. You know.
So shakes are good.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah, they're good in a sense, but a lot of people have to remember that they're a supplement and it's not the main course. So you can't just say I'm gonna take shakes all day and think that you're getting everything that you need.
Right.
It's a lot of quick things that you can do. It just depends on what you're trying to do with your routine. Me, I do a lot of like boiled eggs. You might do like a quick protein shake. You got to remember sometimes too that you eat to live. You don't live to eat. So everything that you eat, it might not taste the best at first, but you have to kind of adapt to it and, you know, make choices for your lifestyle and not live around your food in a sense.
I feel like a lot of people are like me. It's like you only live once. So why not go ahead and eat? No, you can't think like that?
Not at all.
Right.
You never know when you're going to run into something like that again when
and
you
like
see
you said,
it.
like some of the food I eat, I don't think it's the taste is so great, but I know what it's going to do to my body, so therefore I know I got to put it in my system.
What about fruit? I hear a lot of people say fruit could be a hit or miss as well. As much as we like to devour in fruit, sometimes all fruit is not good fruit. So what's up with that?
Well, I'd rather you eat an apple than a Twix or a Kit Kat. So although it does have sugar in it, it's a different form of sugar. It's more of a natural sugar versus artificial sugar. So fruits are good with me.
Yeah. I mean, I eat a fruit. Apples are my favorite. Red apples are my favorite. You know, there's a lot of sugar in it, but you know, like you said, Twix, candy, anything like that, any snacks like that, you know, it's really not good for you.
Y'all look like y'all don't have no cheat days. I feel so bad just looking at all of y'all. Like, y'all don't have cheat days. Y'all don't eat Twix, Kit Kats,
See, that's
burgers.
See,
Pizza.
the thing is, we probably do, but we're active though, so we burn it off. Like if we do enjoy a snack, it's getting burnt.
You know, I feel like it's so much easier for men to lose weight and build muscle than it is for females. Why is that?
Women have a lot of body tissue.
Well, one, genetically, women have more fatty deposits just based off your genetic makeup, especially since you all are childbearing. So naturally, you all do have more fatty tissue. But I know some pretty in shape women that that don't really have too much fat. So, and I know some guys that's they can use a treadmill or two. So it just depends on your level of dedication. I mean, everyone can get where they want to be. One of the biggest misconceptions is weightlifting with women. A lot of times my clients say, well, I don't want to lift weights.
We were just talking about that.
Because I'm going to get bulky. Well, naturally, women do not produce enough of the hormone necessarily to just get that bulk. And you have to remember like this. It's an analogy that I use, and I know a lot of my clients hate to hear it. But I say, if you're in the shape of a pumpkin, and they be like, what, you trying to say I'm in the shape of a pumpkin?
I got offended for them.
Let's just say that you have a shape of a pumpkin and you do cardio. You could do cardio for 10 hours a day. After a while, you're going to get smaller, but you're still going to be in the shape of a pumpkin. You can't, do cardio and it changes shape. That's where resistance training, weight training come into play. So then once you start to do the weight training, that actually shapes your body and tones your body. It starts to give you those curves. Start to give you that beach body. A lot of people come in and say, well, I want the summer package. I want hips, thighs, butt,
you can really
abs.
build all that?
You can't necessarily work a butt into your body. But what you can do is you can shape the areas around your glutes and have the appearance. See, it's all about creating an illusion.
What do y'all think about Khloe Kardashian? Y'all think that's homegrown, or is that? Because she says that she just stays in the gym. That's a homegrown.
I'm sure she does. I'm going to keep my comments to myself on that. I'm going to get sued.
Nice. No, I feel exactly what you guys are saying. So what's a good for a female? Because like I said, a lot of females wanted me to do a show like this. I'm a gear to them for the most part. So what's a good in your opinion, what's a good workout plan for a female who's trying to lose about 10 pounds to get to that summer body? Different scenario. Let's say she starts now. Mm-hmm. She's trying to get to that bikini body for next summer. By the time May comes around, she wants to be fit. What's an ideal habit? I'm not going to say diet because you're right. Diets are just temporary. What's the ideal habit of eating and working out that she should be on to get that ideal body by May?
Well, I say the number one ideal habit she should do is working out with me 3 to 5 times a week.
You better plug. You better plug.
And I can guarantee that whatever body you want, I can guarantee it. So once again, just tell her to hit up Corey, CP the trainer, and come holler at me 3 to 5 times a week, and we'll work out whatever she want to work out.
Fellas, y'all feel the same way?
Absolutely. I mean, you work out. I mean, a lot of people do boot camps every Saturday. I mean, great every Saturday, but you need at least 3 times a week to do something. To do something throughout the week. You just can't sit at home and eat right and just watch TV all day and expect that body that you want, that you've been asking for since January 1st.
Right.
You can't make the resolution and just.
But see, Q, I'm pretty sure this goes for all of you guys. You guys don't see your clients every day.
No,
How do you trust that they're eating right, at least doing some type of cardio or fitness when they're not seeing you?
I mean, I check on them and see what they're up to, but like I tell them all the time, I'm only with you an hour out the day. So it's on you to be disciplined those other 23 hours out the day. So if you really want this body you want, it's really all about you. I'm going to make sure I get on you this 1 hour. But as Corey mentioned, women, they tend to run away from weights. And if you want that body that you want, you have to mix and match cardio and strength training in order to get that body you really want, along with eating right.
Yeah, the way I could kind of scale is I give them homework assignments to do. I really hate seeing trainers watch their clients, walk and run on a treadmill for 30 minutes. You don't need me for that. So what I would have you do is, while you're at home, you do your 30 minutes of cardio on your own. Mm-hmm. So when you come to me, we're going to do more advanced type exercises. And that way I could kind of tell, because if we're doing some type of intensity where you need a certain level of cardio, if you're just winded, I kind of know that you haven't been doing your homework. Right. So, but I always say that internal motivation is key with any person that comes in and want to exercise. I I can encourage you, I can motivate you to a certain extent, but you have to have that internal motivation to really have that where I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. and do my cardio. I'm going to make sure on Sundays I prep my meals for the week. Like, I can't do that stuff for you. So,
yeah, a lot of things you have to do for yourself, man. It's not us, you know. I know you see that Instagram post where, you know, somebody's eating that big slice of pizza and it's like, my trainer's not doing it for me.
My trainer.
But, you know, you have to do it on your own, man. You know, like I said, we can't check up on you every day, but you know, like they said, you have to have that discipline yourself to go ahead and say, yo, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. You know, I'll ask them, you know, what did you do yesterday when I didn't see you? Oh, you know, I walked around the park. Okay, well, that's great. Now we're gonna run here today.
Ooh, y'all would hate me. Oh Lord. And it's funny, how fast can someone lose weight and get their ideal body? I was talking to Q. I'm going to Miami at the end of September. I want to start training now for Miami. Yes, I'm so late. I should have started a long time ago. But ideally, how much weight can I lose by the end of September to get right?
End of September, you can lose up to 8 to 10 pounds in a
Shut
month
up.
if you eat right. That's if you eat right.
What y'all think?
well, first question, I say, well, you have to look in the mirror and really like evaluate what you're asking and what you're trying to accomplish. So you want to lose 8 or 10 pounds, but why? You know, why do you want to lose 8 or 10 pounds? Do you want to like look a certain way? Do you want to fit in a certain pair of pants? Pounds might not be necessarily the things that you're looking to do. You might be looking to lose some waist, some inches in your hips or something. I always tell my clients to stay off the scale because the scale will definitely lie to you.
Really?
You can work out.
I weigh myself every morning.
Exactly. And it fluctuates. It takes about 30 days to really see chronic changes in your weight where it actually sticks. But you can have a workout routine. You can lose inches and gain a couple of pounds because muscle is more dense than fat. So although you're going to be shapely, you're going to start to develop those curves, you might not necessarily see a change on the scale. So you really have to understand what is your real goal. It might not necessarily be weight loss. You might stay the same weight and have the ideal body that you want.
And then also at the same time, I try to tell a lot of my clients, don't put a time limit on it. Just make it a lifestyle, consistently doing the right things. And then you'll look in the mirror one day and you'll see yourself making some gains.
I feel like there's so many distractions. Alcohol is a huge one for me.
Wow.
Let's talk about that. How much alcohol? It's funny because when I was a toothpick in high school. I danced all the time, so I had no choice. I was very skinny. I got to college and blew up, and it wasn't because I was eating a lot at the dining halls. I found out, it was the alcohol.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
How can someone balance that, especially being, 20s, early 30s? We're still young and thriving. We still want to drink. What's a good balance on the alcohol intake
alcohol is not your friend if you're trying to lose weight. I mean,
not even a.
You can just reduce it. Just reduce your alcohol intake. Just reduce it, and you'll see some changes. But I mean, alcohol isn't good for you. It's nothing but calories and carbs. So you kind of want to stay away.
But it's great calories and carbs.
Look at you.
Well, I would just like to put that disclaimer out there. If you do train with me, CP the trainer.
You better keep plugging yourself.
If you were to train with me, unfortunately, alcohol will not be a part of our regimen. It is not necessarily initially for at least the first 30 days. I definitely don't want you to drink any alcohol, and it's not necessarily the reason about. It's not necessarily the alcohol. It's the discipline behind the workout. Like, you have to become disciplined. A lot of people think that alcohol is the thing that's going to make you gain weight. It's not really the alcohol. How many people are really going to go out, have a Ciroc and pineapple, and go eat a salad? So it's the things that you're eating when you're drinking. You're going to get wings. You're going to get fries, something to soak up the alcohol.
Right.
You're right.
So that's why I really encourage, not really drinking alcohol. If anything, you can have 2 glasses of red wine, maybe a beer or something like that, which could actually be beneficial for you because it increases your HDL levels, which actually reduces the chances of you having a heart disease. So alcohol can be your friend in moderation, but we have to kind of wean you off the hardcore binge drinking. And then once you take that 30 days off and you had that first drink, of wine, it will be pleasing to you, guarantee it.
So no more bottles.
No more bottles?
No more bottles.
But see, I know y'all have clients, and Labor Day weekend is coming up. What are y'all telling y'all clients with the weekend?
I'm telling them to set your priorities. Do you want this body or do you want that alcohol? I mean, It's just about your discipline, what you really want. I can't do it for you. So if you, kick tail in the gym, then maybe you can have a drink. But until you get to that point, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, strict. I can't come to y'all. Y'all
be
gonna be that mean to me. Jesus. Let's talk about men. A lot of men, they try to gain weight. It's all about gaining that muscle, gaining that big body. What advice can you give to men who's out here trying to lose that stick body and gain that muscle? What's a good regimen for them?
Need to eat some lean protein, put the hot chips down.
But I heard the more carbs you eat for men, the greater
it helps,
build.
but men wanna eat protein. Eat 1 gram of protein per body weight. You want to be concerned with your protein. Also your calories. You want to eat your calories as well.
What's a good protein?
Chicken breast, fish. You can even get protein through nuts. Like if you like almonds, you can get a handful of almonds before you go to the gym.
And what's a good carb? I heard there's no such thing as good carbs, but all of you kind of mentioned introduce a little bit of carbs.
Well, it just depends. You have different types of carbs. Right. You have complex carbs and you have simple carbs. So one is going to burn a lot quicker. But it is healthy carbs. A lot of people talk bad about carbs, but I encourage carbs. Carbs is an energy source.
Right.
So it's like trying to drive a car without any gas. Like you need that gas, and that's pretty much what carbs is. And anything you do in excess, it starts to have an adverse effect. So you always want to do things in moderation and understand how much you're supposed to take in.
What about corn?
Corn is carb. I mean,
is that a good carb or a bad carb?
Because
this honestly might be the only vegetable I eat. I lied. I might eat green beans and broccoli, but I love corn. But I hear it's not the best carb to eat.
Corn is okay. Corn is okay in my book.
Oh yeah, depressing me.
A good carb, I say, is sweet potatoes. Oatmeal, some oatmeal before the gym.
Let's define sweet potatoes for everybody, because when you think of sweet potato, you thinking of your mama's sweet potatoes with the brown sugar, the most sugar, the butter, watered down, good sweet potatoes. What's a good sweet potato?
Put it in the oven, let it bake, and there you go.
Oh God, that sounds disgusting. But is it a good way to make it? Can you put a little sugar, a little brown sugar?
No, stay away. All you need is that sweet potato. It.
I'm gonna find a different trainer. Y'all not exciting me. Y'all not selling me.
Like I say, you can go sweet potato fries as well. I mean, sometimes I eat sweet potato fries, but that's about it.
I mean, like I said, it just goes back to being human. It's okay to do some things in moderation. So I'm not the type of person to say, well, you make a sweet potato and don't put anything on it. I mean, if you like a little bit of butter, you like a little bit of brown sugar, it's not necessarily going to kill you, but understand that you do like that butter. So when we're in the gym, understand that you like butter.
So you finna work me out.
So understand that you need to work this butter off.
That's why
you can't eat the butter or, brown sugar or whatever you have and watch Love and Hip Hop all day.
Sounds like me in a nutshell, guys. Thanks. Thanks for that.
You can if you do some jump squats or something while you watch. I always encourage too. I mean, that's something fun you can do. Well, to me it's fun. But on commercials you can do sit-ups, challenge yourself how many sit-ups you can do on a commercial, how many push-ups you can do on a commercial.
Right, especially being that she said you don't have a lot of time, you can do workouts like that.
Yeah, most commercials are like 30 seconds to a minute.
That's a good little routine there.
Yeah. On
average, how you guys work out your clients? 1 hour every time you're with them? About an hour?
45 minutes to an hour.
Is that a good time there?
Any time is good for anybody.
Right.
30 minutes, if you're doing something, I say it's better than nothing. So.
Right. Like my mom, she just started working out, and I just told her if she just give me 15 minutes a day, you know what I'm saying, that's good. And then we gonna increase that to 20 minutes, to 30 minutes, and then so on. So yeah, don't compare yourself to nobody. Just start off with what you can do.
I feel like I have to if I'm trying to find my perfect body by the end of September.
Right.
We got work to do, fellas.
Like run your own race. Track athletes always say, my coach used to always tell me, don't run the race that he's running because you're probably not going to win his race. You got to run your race.
Right.
So you have to do your regimen. Gradually ease yourself into, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. I think spending 2-3 hours in the gym is like way too long.
Right.
Really?
Yeah. It's not about how much time you put in your workout. It's about what you put in that hour that you work out.
Yeah, it's more about being efficient and effective in what you do. I don't have a set time with my clients. It's a general time of how long we're going to work out. But it just depends on how long it takes us to get through the workout, how effective we are. I know a lot of people, they find fillers to fill time. So if I say you're going to train with me for an hour, I might only have 30 minutes of exercises. So what they do is they feel like little like BS exercises to kind of get your heart rate up, make you sweat, make you feel like you have to throw up. And those aren't, in my book, rightful trainers. I feel like anybody can make you sweat and throw up. You could work out with me and I bust a sweat. So it just depends on effective exercises versus the ones that you see on YouTube or, the cutesy
YouTube
stuff.
has
to make
great Zumba and all that. So all that
it
is
does
ineffective.
if they're annoying body of what they're doing.
Gotcha.
And Zumba is something that's more dance and have a more aerobic type feel to it. If you're doing some type of resistance training that has a higher risk of injury, you want to make sure that you're putting your life in a professional's hands versus someone who might look in shape or might have a nice smile or something like that. You want to make sure they had the credentials behind it.
So the person running 4 miles, because I see this a lot on Instagram, and this is the stuff that makes me feel bad. I always look at the people who post their, that when they track the track your however, and I see like 4 miles, and I'm like, dang. How you run 4 miles? That makes me feel bad. I should be running 4 miles. Right. But are they really getting as much benefit as the person that's in there doing a little weight training? When do you cross the line like 4 miles is just way too much? That's a long time. 4 miles is a lot. Is it not? Or am I tripping? 4 miles is a lot.
They didn't just wake up and start doing 4 miles. You know what I'm saying? They had to start with that 1 mile, then that 2 miles, and so forth. So that's why you shouldn't compare yourself to nobody. You get out there and you run what you can run.
But is it beneficial to run 4 miles a day?
Yeah, if they trying to burn calories, yeah, it is beneficial.
And then again, most of those people are trying to run like marathons and.
Oh, okay. So that's really why they're running.
Who knows?
Some people just like to run. That's the type of workout they want to do. So have at it.
Yeah, a lot of people say less is more. I say less is less, more is more. So if you run 5 miles, that's great for you. Me, I've been training for, like I said, over 10 years. I hate running.
Me too.
You would never see me doing a 5K or anything. I got flat feet and everything like that. I go out there and 5 minutes in, I'm like, all right,
Corey's selling me now. He's selling me.
So it's about finding something that you like to do and doing it. Anything that'll kind of get your heart rate up. Like me, I would spar or something. I'll go out, hit the heavy bag, or I'll do like a kickboxing class or something like that. A lot of people dance. A lot of people do Zumba. So running isn't for everyone, especially if you have any type of injuries, knee injuries, back injuries. Swimming is one of the best forms of cardio because it has the resistance component also, which summertime a lot of people don't get in the pool because of why? Why
don't have that summer body.
And that's one thing. You don't want to mess up that hair.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too.
Some people don't even want to work out.
So, you don't want to mess up your hair, but, you care about
Okay, let's get into that, too. I know a lot of ladies of color, we're going to say that, when we get the hair done, when we get it fried, dyed, laid to the side, we take a week off of no trainer, I just got the hair done. What workouts can we do for us ladies who did just get the hair done? We're not trying to sweat it out. Are there any moderate workouts that we could do to protect the hair yet still burn a couple of calories? No?
Look.
I'm concerned with the hair.
I have seen more wraps and bonnets and
right.
Wear that wrap.
I've seen stuff. I'm like, I don't even know what that is, but we're gonna go ahead and work it out. So
Right.
I rarely see when they get the hair done. You know it. But like I say, you don't have to have one of those hardcore sweaty workouts. You can have a great hard workout and not sweat. But you can't let your hair be the reason that you're unhealthy also. So if you have to sweat your hair out to get the results where you need, I mean, your hair is already dead. So
That's a lot of wasted
you're living.
money. Then you say the hair is already dead.
Yeah. I mean, I got some clients too who have some, very nice, and they sell nice wigs now. I found out.
They do.
Yeah, ooh, I've seen one fall off before, and
They can prove me.
She put it right back on, and she got back on that treadmill.
That's dedication.
Oh man, I had to help straighten it out and everything, but it was nice. It fooled me. It was nice.
I feel like that's what we kind of resort to, especially when we're on a huge workout trend. We're going to be like, okay, I'm going to get some weave in my hair. I'm going to get this wig on because I'm not trying to sweat out my hair. So I see it. So is it better to work out inside or outside, or does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
It's preference.
Yeah.
Right.
Preference?
Yeah, Houston, I like to work out inside, by the way.
Yeah.
It's hot.
I don't blame you.
It's hot, by the way. And I'm caramel, so I don't want to,
Now, like you say, to each his own, because, I know some people that like the treadmill, but me personally, I'd rather get on the trail and run outside, so to each his own.
So do you guys work out your clients in a gym, or do you take them outside? I know a lot of people take their clients to Tom Bass Park, and it's hot, like you say. I don't even see how you do that.
Well, I do. I usually work out, at about 6 o'clock in the evening or 7 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, or in the mornings, so I wouldn't work out at 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock. That's
Catch a heat
brutal.
stroke.
That's brutal, and it's very dangerous out there, especially in the city of Houston, Texas.
How important is water intake?
Very important.
Yeah,
You got your bottle of water over here, Corey.
Very important.
I do.
How many bottles do you drink a day?
Oh man, I try and get a gallon.
Right.
Yeah, that's. It's not the water drinking; it's the water coming out. It's the bad part.
Right.
Yeah, but after a while, I guess you adapt to it. But I drink a lot of water. Just one, because of the heat. Two, it kind of flushes the toxin out your body. And if you don't drink water, what are you really drinking? Pop or soda. I'm sorry, I'm in the South now. Soda, pop, or
You're
soda.
from Chicago, aren't you?
Yeah, we say pop.
Pop.
So, so water is the best, cleanest form of liquid you can drink. So.
I mean, it's the number one substance in your body as well, and it also aids with recovery. So you definitely need water.
Right.
Some
How did all of you guys start with Q? How did you guys get into, because you said you started about 2 years ago. What made you want to just hop in and say, I'm finna become?
Trying to.
Yeah.
Really and truly, I was active all my life. And once I got to college, like you said, I stopped being active. I started eating bad. I started drinking. And I went to the doctor, hit me with high blood pressure and all this good stuff. So I got in the gym. And really, I just formed the love for it. Went ahead and took my certification. And now I'm here today.
That's good. Right.
I just realized how important your health is.
Right.
Yeah, I was an athlete all my life. So, working out, I love to do. As I got older, a lot of that working out, kind of slows down a little bit if you're not really just that active, or you're not playing sports, collegiate or professional. So, I found myself getting lazy, and I got right back into it. And I started training in Pearland with a couple kids and doing speed training a little bit.
What's that? What's speed training?
Speed training is so for athletes, you do footwork. You try to get those athletes faster and better.
Like football.
Yeah, football,
Okay.
basketball, baseball, et cetera, track.
Gotcha.
Things of that nature. So, and I saw what it was doing. It was helping these guys get into big schools, and helping these guys get professional trials and things like that. So I was like, well, yeah, let's do it. I'm really in for it, for other people's satisfaction. So that's exactly why I do it. Just to see a smile on somebody else's face and say, oh yeah, Sherrod Ellis, he helped me out. So.
Nice. And Corey, you've been doing this the longest? You said 12 years?
11.
11.
Well, what got me started didn't have anything to do with health, wellness, fitness. I got 4 older brothers, so I needed the competitive edge. I mean, being a younger brother, it's kind of like you got to fight for everything. You got to fight for your voice. You got to fight to be, the best athlete and everything. So I really started exercising when I was like 12. Keeping up with them. They all had friends and stuff that would come by the house. By the time I was like 16, I was kind of just showing them different exercises and stuff to do. We had the old school, like, prison yard, like one machine works the whole body type thing in the basement. So we'll have those moments where we'll watch like Three Ninjas, Karate Kid or something, and we'll go down there and just start doing push-ups and trying to, prove what's what. And like I say, me being the youngest, I always had like that, I had to make my voice, heard a little bit. So I try and do 12 when they'll do 10. So after a while, I like to think that I won that battle, and kind of stuck.
If I bring them in,
so,
they might care to differ.
Yeah, and then once I started playing sports, it just became a passion and a love, and the bigger and stronger you get, it's just something you kind of grow to love. Mm-hmm. And then in my older years in training, I'm a young guy, but I sound like an old head, I guess.
You don't sound like an old head.
But in my older years of training, it was really about, it changed from my love for fitness for myself and my clients that I'm helping to more of a safety and educating the masses and making sure that people are doing things properly.
Gotcha.
So that's why I kind of shift from, I guess, personal trainer to instructor in a sense.
Mm-hmm. How do you guys keep the energy throughout the day? Just because I know a coworker who's a fitness freak, nutrition freak, all that good stuff. She brings in this powdered energy called, I want to say it's like Sparks or something, and she pops that every day just to keep her energy.
Spark by Evercare.
Oh, you're publicized. It's good. It's great.
Personally, I love Spark. I drink mine usually in the mornings or while I'm at work after lunch and things like that, and it keeps me up. I can always tell a story.
Energy wise.
Yeah, energy wise.
Okay.
I was at work. Got up at about 5 a.m. Took some kids to the circus. Had to be at work till about 11 that night. But I had a lady who gave me a package of Spark at around 5 or 6 o'clock, and I took it, ran my class like a champ, went home, cooked, cleaned. My girlfriend was like, "Wow, what are you doing? what did you take?" But
So it's like a coffee, just a little bit more healthier in a sense.
Well, it's not like coffee. Coffee has a lot of empty calories that they put in your body. It does have caffeine in it for sure, but it has 24 vitamins and minerals in it as well.
So it's good for you.
Yeah.
You pumping for them hard. Are you their marketer on the side?
Huh?
You their marketer, their PR on the side?
I don't know, something like that.
For me, I guess I'm more of a naturalist. I might do like a pre-workout, which has like different stimulants and stuff, or things to kind of give you more oxygen to flow to your blood every once in a while when I'm really trying to have like a real hard, intense workout. But I guess the way I feel about it is, what happens when these products aren't around anymore?
Yeah.
Like, are you just gonna like quit at that point? Or if you don't have these products anymore to kind of help you along once they die out or whatever, like you're gonna be starting from scratch again. So although I'm not gonna say anything about these products, I'm just more of a naturalist in my approach. So
Q, I feel like you're the same way too. You're a naturalist.
Yeah, likewise. I get all my energy from food, and like you say, carb is the number one source of energy. So when I wake up in the morning, like I say, it's oatmeal, sweet potatoes, and I'm out the door. Or even before the gym, I try to get some carbs in me so I can go hard in the gym. It's all about the food in me, and like I guess I eat like 5 to 6 times a day. So if I feel myself low in energy, that means I need a meal. I feel like at this point.
So Rod, what you gonna do? They basically saying eventually.
Now don't get it twisted.
You need to get off that Spark. You need to get off that.
I do take a pre-workout. Whenever I do feel myself low in energy sometimes, but I don't know anything about Spark.
I can definitely help you with that.
You should have brought some samples. I feel like you pumping for them real hard. We should add some samples here.
We'll exchange information and we'll
Okay.
Got you.
That's nice. That's nice. Okay, so it's. I feel like I have so many more questions. Anything that you guys have to say in regards to how to keep and maintain that perfect body? If we start today, if you guys get all your clients or get these new clients and start them off let's say Labor Day, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I feel like a lot of people are going to go hard this weekend. Maybe it's just me, but I'm speaking for everybody that we're going to go hard this weekend. So we're going to start Monday. But you're not going to go hard. You're not going to drink.
Oh, you never see me out.
Oh, okay. Well, touche.
Like I say, I work hard, I play hard. But you can't do one or the other. Like
Absolutely.
So I'll play hard. Best
Okay,
believe it.
touche. We're on the same page then. So if someone wants to start Monday to get right, get fit, May's coming around, that New Year's coming around, them horrible New Year's resolutions that we never keep. What advice can you give to someone who's just trying to get on the right path?
Train your mind. Train your mind to, just understand that if you want this body that you want, it's certain things that you're going to have to change. You can't have that Bluebell ice cream everybody's running to the store.
People shouldn't be wanting that Bluebell ice cream. They should get that about a good 4 months, don't you think?
I think so. I don't want the first batch. I did not get it.
I still don't get it. I like I say, I'm not a local.
It's a Texas thing.
I went to a grocery store. They was like, you can only get 3 at a time. I'm like, man, I love ice cream, but I don't get the Bluebell thing. So.
You never understand. And then they brought back the basic flavors. Wait till they get to that buttered pecan and praline and all. You understand the greatness.
But I would say if you go out this weekend and you party and all that, I wouldn't say start Monday. I would say start Tuesday, because if you're coming off a hangover and you're trying to start, like, you're already going to feel defeated. You're going to be kind of drained and everything like that. So I would say first take that day off to kind of like get your mind right. And then secondly, call my personal cell phone or email and set up some personal training sessions with CP the trainer. But just kind of ease into it day by day. I would never recommend going 100% day one. It's gradual. You have to have a progression into it. So if you come day one and you have the toughest, hardest workout of your life, imagine what day 10 to be like. So just start out small, go for a walk, go for a light jog, ride a bike, something like that, and kind of progress into this transition, because that's what it is. It's a transition.
Right. Are you guys affordable for clients? Because y'all all look like y'all know what y'all doing, so y'all might charge a pretty penny. Are we affordable here?
Affordable.
Can my listeners come and just really be like, hey, I really want Corey and Rod and Q's number, but I'm not trying to pay that much. I'm on a budget.
Hey man,
do y'all work with y'all clients financially? Payment plans?
I have a set.
They took a long time to answer that, people.
Well, you know how I feel about that though. When you're going to get your hair done, you don't mind paying that price to get your hair done. When you go and you buy your Pradas or your red bottoms or something, you go and you pay that price point. You don't negotiate or anything like that. And they won't even hear it, if you try and negotiate the price. You just go and you pay that price. So now we're talking about your health and your life, your own personal self, and you want to necessarily put a cheaper price tag on that.
I think how much is the bundle? About $180.
It depends
I can
on
say
who
that I'm
you
cheaper
get it
than a
from.
bundle.
You cheaper than a bundle.
Yeah, I'm cheaper than a bundle.
On average, I probably would say a bundle is about $75 a bundle.
You're not just getting one.
And you're not getting one.
No, you get about 3.
3.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
So
3 to 4.
so I'm cheaper than that.
I may not be cheaper than a bundle. But we can work something out.
I feel like just, work something out. Well, you're cheaper than a bundle, Rod.
It depends on what bundle we're talking about here. Now, if we're talking about, is it She's Happy Hair?
That's $75 a bundle.
That's $75 a bundle. Okay, what's the most expensive? The Malaysian? Was it?
It depends on the company and who you're with. You could pay as much as $95 for a bundle.
Yeah, I've seen
bundle.
somebody pay $95 for $100 for a bundle, and I was just like, that's ridiculous. And you're only going to wear this for about, 2 months? Yeah. Or a month or 2?
You can recycle.
You can recycle.
You can recycle your bundles.
But
they trying to come for us, ladies. I'm trying to have our back here because they definitely coming for our bundles.
Like I said, I understand that hiring a personal trainer can be expensive. So it just depends on the person. I do work with lower income families, single moms, a lot of high school athletes. They pay me in report cards. So if you're making straight A's or something like that, or if I could see the progression, then I train them for free. So it's not all about, I guess, the money, but I am a businessman, so I do have a price point. But I do understand that inner city and lower income families do take a hit because they can't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do have those situations, I'm not gonna expect you to pay my rate, and I will definitely work with you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can't afford it, if you do come to me with red bottoms, expect to pay red bottom money.
Yeah. Q, do you group train?
Yeah, I do group training as well.
Is it better to sometimes train with a group? Well, with you guys, from your point of view, is it easier to train a group than individually?
Now, I ain't gonna say it's easier, but so far as like the clients, I guess that competitive competition,
Mm-hmm.
that friendly competition that's going on, I definitely see clients going harder when they have somebody next to them training it,
Mm.
instead of being by themselves just getting their butt kicks.
Right. You guys agree?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. You know, I see a lot of, you know, individuals that come to me that are in the group training that come and, you know, they don't go as hard as the person next to them. Somebody has to push them.
Mm-hmm.
They have to have somebody push them. That's why, you know, if I'm training them alone, I'll get down there with them,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and do a couple burpees, you know, do a couple mountain climbs, you know, stuff like that. Because
Ooh,
somebody
dreadful
want that.
mountain climbers. Ooh, Lord.
I do boot camps. I do perform boot camps. I'm trying to.
You do boot camp.
I do have boot camps, I guess I could say, but I start them off in small groups, 4 to 5, and make sure that they have a foundation, because I don't want to have them out there just doing exercises and their form is bad and things like that. So I really like to build their foundation first and send them through like a month of small group, and then kind of graduate them to boot camps when I don't have to put as much individualized attention on them.
When do you do your boot camps?
Excuse me?
When do you do your boot camps?
Saturday mornings, 6 a.m.
Ooh, Jesus. Why so early?
Well, I was working with someone and I was kind of doing his boot camp. But like I say, mostly I've been doing small group and individualized training.
Mm-hmm.
But the boot camps that I'm starting with, the first one would be at 6 in the morning.
It's not as hot,
That's true.
you know, so that's.
But is it better to work out in the morning or in the afternoon, or does it matter as long as you're up? Like, does it give you more energy if you work out early in the morning compared to you getting off of work and doing a workout?
I say get it out the way.
Yeah.
You know, you want to get it out the way. You have the whole day to yourself if you work out at 6 in the morning. You know, if you work out later on in the evening, you're like, well, God, dog.
You're exhausted by
Already
then.
burnt out.
I already got this. I got this workout coming later on. I should have did this earlier. You know, but as I say, you know, if you want to have your day to yourself, get it done, get it over with at 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, whatever the time is set. You know.
Yeah, I say in the morning too, because throughout the day you find so many excuses, reasons why you're not gonna do your 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock workout. So if you already get it done, it's out the way. You have your day, but you know, in the evening time you can say, oh well, I was gonna work out, but you know, this happy hour.
It is happy hour.
You know, so yeah, I know you want to go to your happy hour or whatever and have your nice, you know, refreshing cup of water that you're gonna have.
That's right.
At your happy hour and watch your friends drink. But yeah, morning is a great time. Or late night. A lot of people like late night workouts also.
Right. Well, we're winding down. Like, I had so many more questions, but we're running out of time, and I just want you guys to give that last final input for people who are reaching or wanting to get that body for the summer coming up, summer 2016. What advice can you give them for getting that bikini bod, or for the men that's trying to build that muscle? What's some tips? We start with Corey.
I would just say stay focused, stay determined, and consistency is key. The first 3 weeks is probably going to be the hardest part to kind of get a routine. After that, you should be pretty consistent and should become second nature to you. So being consistent, staying dedicated, and the main thing is stay away from excuses. It's a lot of excuses you could come up with. I'd rather you really just say I don't feel like doing it, or I didn't feel like doing it, versus saying, oh, I had this, I had that. I mean, you can always find time to get a good workout in. It doesn't take long. So stay away from excuses, determination, consistency, and focus.
Right.
Pretty much the same thing. I always use my fraternity man, me and my brother here, Corey.
Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
19.
06.
Look.
And so, you know, I always use a poem, you know, to some of my clients, you know, excuses are tools of incompetence that builds monuments of nothingness. If that makes sense to anybody. You know, like you said, stay away from excuses. You know? Everybody has them. You know, what do you do about it? Make stuff happen. You know, be determined, stay focused, and stay on track to reach your goal. You know,
Drop that donut and pick up a bottle of water.
I would say that excuses are like grocery. Everybody got them and they all stink. I'll let you all read between the lines.
Oh, wow.
Q, what's some tips that you could give us?
Just stay patient. Like I say, don't put a time limit on gaining good health. Don't put a time limit on it, and also be mindful of these fat traps that's coming up soon. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's.
Ooh, the holidays are
coming. You gotta be disciplined.
disciplined.
Yeah, you gotta be disciplined around these times. So just stay patient. That's what a lot of things. Like a lot of my clients, they work out maybe a month, and they like, oh snap, I'm not seeing what I want to see in just a month. But you just gotta stay patient and keep going hard.
I just feel like Houston is one of the fattest cities in the world, so it's really hard to just kind of.
And that's our job. We're here to turn Houston from one of the fattest cities to the fittest cities. We just need your help. And that brings me to a question for you. Where can your faithful listeners track your progress for these plans that you say you want to do?
Y'all putting me as
now we're gonna put you to the test, and we're gonna have your listeners track your progress. So
hold you accountable.
If you like to let your listeners know how they can track your progress. And
that was fine. Y'all know I told you all I'm really trying to get some tone and some shaping in by the end of September. So you guys can always track me at MsChloeChantel, or you can follow the chat room at the.chat.room on Instagram. And if y'all about seeing this walk-in marketing, and if these guys are willing to help me slim trim and get fine and sexy, I'm about it.
Y'all hear her now. Hold her accountable.
But I'm not going to start, like you say, until Tuesday, because I got plans this weekend.
Everybody has plans.
But no, go ahead, you guys. Pub yourself. Let us know where we can find you, where we can sign up. I got a lot of people listening, so I know they're intrigued about where they can sign up and get these fitness classes and not these bundles. Q?
There you go. Well, Q, you can find me on Instagram, DeuceFit, DOUCFIT. Hit me up, book your session today.
Okay. Rod?
You can find me on IG, AdvocareRod, that's ADVOCARE, or my website, www.advocare.com/130-838-035.
I'm going to have to write that down. Ain't nobody going to remember all them numbers.
You can find me at the nearest gym closest to you once we're scheduled. No, I'm just playing. My Instagram is ChiGuy, CHI_guy_. Email cpurnell, PURNELL3 @gmail.com. Now accepting appointments.
And I'll leave all their information on their Instagram page. Thanks for coming out, guys. Educating me, my listeners. We're definitely going to talk about how y'all can get me right by Miami and then right by the summer. I'm a hard head, so I'm gonna be a lot to deal with. I'm just letting you know.
I'm ready.
But it's okay. It's okay. So you guys we're just now wrapping up this conversation in the chat room. Once again, if you want to tune in, leave your comments, questions, concerns, criticisms in the comment section on Instagram. Come back next week, next Monday. I don't know what we're talking about, but you know it's always going to be good. 8 p.m., same time, same place at hmsnetradio.org. See you guys next week.
There's a lot of folks trying to get with them players, but you all know they can't get with this flavor. We kept it straight from the A-time, we're making the real come up. Ain't no way we gon' stay down. People try to down the ATP, but you know what's up, well you know what it be. Ain't no way they can hold us back. But Iceberg on the Mr. Bonet on the track. We got the bass dropping and the club crunk up, so you know what's up. It's time to bring the boo.